Hey there, my fellow jewelry enthusiasts. Welcome to my channel, Memory Lane by Marie, and I'm Marie. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to my channel. Come on in, have a seat. What's on the agenda today is a finished jewelry update for the Bead box and bag. Last month when I received my unboxing, or last month when I did my unboxing and finished the jewelry update, I said that I would begin a series where I was focusing on the items in the Bead box, and I would call it Give Me 5 series. Again, the Bead box is a monthly beading subscription. It ranges from $18.50 to $19.50 per month, depending on how long you subscribe to the service. And you can do an add-on for the Bead bag for $8, where you receive 4 strands of 3mm beads and 4 strands of 4mm beads. But as I was saying, I said that I would begin a series where instead of looking at my Bead box items as supplements and stash builders, I would focus on trying to bring at least 5 presentations made primarily from the items in the bag and box or previous items received from this website. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let's get into it. On a side note, if this is your first time visiting with me on my channel, thank you for clicking on and welcome to my channel. What I do here is I do bead hauls, I do product reviews, I do monthly bead box subscription unboxings, and ultimately I do finished jewelry updates. So if that's your cup of tea, consider hitting subscribe, like, comment, and come back and see me sometimes. Also, if you think this is a good idea, let me know in the comments, as well as any other question that you might have. Also, and do something cute, like leave me one of those 5 hands. I think that would be really fun in comments to just see a whole bunch of hands that say 5, right? So again, let's get into it, you guys. First up is this cute little pink and red necklace here. The focal for this necklace is this beautiful check glass Hawaiian flower that we received in opaque red with a pink wash. I think this flower really does this color combination justice. This is not a color combination that I would typically wear together because it seems very Valentine's Day, but I really like this necklace. These beads here are my bonus bead. This month, the Bead box gave us a bonus bead, guys, and it is a bead that is anywhere from 6 to 10 millimeters and porcelain. Colors and quantities vary. And so I think I lucked out because this color looks very pretty with this flower. So here to this 16-inch necklace, I added here from our Bead box. These are our check fire polish crystals in 8mm. Here I added these rondelles. These are faceted rondelles from my Bead box stash, and I think they go very well they do very well rather in bringing out the colors of this flower. Again, I just finished the necklace off with some seed beads, a lobster clasp, a little bead dangle as an embellishment on the back, and I think this turned out really nicely, you guys. I really like this necklace. It's very pretty, very feminine, and it turned out really nicely, I believe. We only received one of these beads in the subscription, and I kind of like the idea of the asymmetry of this necklace. So as I said, we only received one, and I didn't want to put it here down at the bottom. I thought that would be very predictable, but I do like it here over on the side. And so, yeah, 16-inch necklace in with or using my bonus porcelain beads from Dollar Bee Box, as well as this beautiful little flower here. So I think that turned out nicely. Of course, there are companion earrings to this necklace, just your standard little drop here, using the same color combination here. This red bead from my Dollar Bee Box stash, this 8mm crystal, there's my little bonus bead, and these are my spacer beads here, and just added to an ear wire. And as I look and see in my bright light, I see that this spacer bead is gold and this one is silver, so I'll switch that out. But yeah, I like how that turned out, you guys. Very beautiful set, as I like to say, a nice coordinated set from Dollar Bee Box. Again, this is number 1 in my Give Me 5 series. Next up is this cute little pair of dangle earrings. Here at the bottom in the dangles, you can see where I've utilized on head pins beads that we received this month. Primarily this bead here. This is a check glass druck, the check glass druck that we received in this month's Dollar Bee Box. It was in what they call velvet opal. 6mm bead, and so here I added this as one of my dangles in with this little bouquet, if you will, of fire polished beads we received from our Dollar Bead bag. And so I thought with the hues of pink and purple that you see in there, that they would go very nicely with some of the purples that we received in our fire polish curations this month. We received one called Metallic Pearlized Purple, and I think that is here. Some of the other ones have come from my Dollar Bee Box, previous Dollar Bee bags, rather, like this matte purple here, and this other, it looks like a silvery like purple. These here, these pearlized whites were from this month. And so I just put them all together in a little bouquet, added these connectors here. Now these are very pretty. On one side they are silver, and on this side they're clear with a background of some type of purple. So when you move them, you can see like the light purple, the dark purple, and I thought they would make a great accent to these little dangle earrings. Again, these come from my Dollar Bee Box. They I'm not sure what they're called, but I did have them stored with my Dollar Bee Box items, so I know that I received them either from a previous subscription or from a purchase, a separate purchase that I made on their site, because they do give you coupons as subscribers. You do get additional money off rather, when you go back on sometimes. But even if you don't, the items are $1, and you can't beat that for some beautiful beads. In addition to these earrings, I created this necklace. It's a companion piece. So this is number 2. We'll call this 2.5, right, as its companion. This necklace here utilizes the same color combinations in those earrings. I don't know if this is some type of bead weaving. I'm not really a bead weaver, but I did like this style, and I included the same color combinations. Here is that pearlized white. There's our pearlized purple, and those other 2 purple fire polish beads, check fire polish beads from my stash. And again, here are those beautiful opal beads. They were velvet opal, velvet opal beads here. And so I just added them to this necklace. Now, one thing that I did do differently with this necklace that worked out well for me, one of my goals with necklaces is ease. That is why I love a stretch bracelet, and I love a memory wire bracelet. I love a bracelet because you don't need help putting them on. And so one thing that I did differently with this bracelet was, instead of adding two pieces of wire, equal pieces of wire on this side, and adding the clasp here in the middle to join, I just used one of my extenders. I added the lobster clasp to one end, and I added the jump rings over here, and that was very it was easier, you guys. Usually when we try to put on bracelets that have clasps, we put them up against our bodies to try to get it, or whatever, however we can become a contortionist to get it on that particular time. But this was so much easier, just trying to navigate the use of one chain as opposed to keep one piece on and join them together. For whatever reason, this was simpler, and so I really like that. I'll see if it works well like that for me on other bracelets. And so yeah, this is like 2.5 in my series on Dollar Bead Box. I really like the bracelet. It's very light, kind of dainty, not chunky at all, and so I think these go nicely together as companion pieces. So I went on and put on the bracelet, guys, because I wanted you to just see how nicely and how daintily it looks on the wrist. I really like this. It's a simple technique. Again, if it is bead weaving, yay for me, because I'm not a bead weaver. But I do like how it turned out. I think it looks very clean and dainty, and it just lays nicely on the wrist. And as I was trying to explain, it was very simple to just pull this chain over and attach it to the standing jump rings here. I added just this one little bead here that goes with the earrings, of course, so they can be worn as companion pieces if you choose. But again, the color combinations match, so that works. So number 3 is this cute little bracelet here, you guys. I love memory wire, and this bracelet is made from memory wire, but it is bangle style. And so I thought this was really cute. What helps this design to be successful are these bars right here. These are what they call them three strand connectors, I believe. These are connectors. And so they have, it's one bar, they have 3 holes in it. And so I've seen bracelets like this before using memory wire, and I like the idea of using memory wire as a component in a bangle. And so again, I've used that same color combination of beads. These are our velvet opal beads. These are those metallic purples. What I've added here is that Mardi Gras green in 4mm that we received. Again, those pearlized white, and just your standard silver spacer ball. And so that turned out really pretty. I like this. I would like to see it in more strands, and I'm sure they have these components somewhere. So on this bracelet, everything came from the Dollar Bead Box except these 3-hole connectors. And I think it's a very pretty bracelet. It looks nice with this one. And so that turned out well as well. That turned out good as well. So that's number 3 in my Dollar Bead Box Give Me 5 series. Next up, number 4, you guys, this cute little necklace here. So as you can see, this necklace utilizes those 8mm check fire polished beads, and consequently I love the check fire polished beads in the larger sizes. I would love to receive more of those. I do like the 3 and 4mm. They are great for spacers. And as I said before, I don't weave, so I like the idea of a larger bead, particularly the 8mm. I think they look really great in your jewelry designs. And so here we have those 8mm check fire polished beads here that we received as one of our strands. In between, you can see I've used those Mardi Gras beads, and they are gorgeous. I love that color. These little dangles down here, these cute little dangles, also come from my Dollar Bead Box. from a previous purchase, I believe. These are a faceted rondelle in aqua, I believe the color is. And I think they are just lovely. They go well with the Mardi Gras bead. I think they complement one another. The Mardi Gras bead like picks up where these beads sparkle and shine from the facets and pulls in those colors, and then this bead highlights the colors of that green. And so I think they work really well together. It's kind of considering the fact that this color can seem kind of bright, I guess, standing out against your skin, they work well together. It just looks really harmonious to me with the 8mm check beads here. And so again, these came from a previous purchase in Dollar Bead box. I do not believe they were from a subscription, but it's possible. Again, I store all of my Dollar Bead box items together. I like to keep the bead box subscription items together so that I know where they come from, and so that I know where I received them. And so yeah, I think this is just a cute little dainty black necklace. This portion here is on beading wire. I've added it to chain, and just that one bead that was left over as a closure, I used a hook and eye clasp that was in my stash. It's tangled up. There we go. A hook and eye clasp that was in my stash. And so I don't know if this, I don't recall if this was from Dollar Bead box or not. I don't think it was, but just in my stash. But again, primarily the objective of this video is to focus on Dollar Bead box, Dollar Bead box's beads, and make them the focal, instead of looking at them as just stash builders or supplemental beads. And so every piece that I made in this video, the Dollar Bead box beads were the focus. Right? So isn't that pretty? I really like that one. And of course, last but not least, earrings. So these cute little earrings are using those same faceted rondelles from my previous purchase in Dollar Bead box, but here in the middle is our teardrop magnesite turquoise bead from this month's Dollar Bead box subscription, 15 by 20 millimeters. We received these two pieces, and I think these turned out really cute. I would like to make some more of these with some teardrop beads, or it doesn't even have to be a teardrop bead, just a slightly larger bead, but I like the teardrop bead. I typically don't like top drill holes, but in this application, or top drill beads, but in this application I really like them. And this here, in this section here, I use as a stringing material monofilament, and I haven't been using monofilament that long, but in each application where I've used it, I have really enjoyed the result. I like how the bead is, or the stringing makes the piece tight. It's a tight fit. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. The material itself, the stringing material itself, you don't necessarily need a needle, and I like that. That's one of the things that about bead weaving that kind of, deters me. I don't like the idea of the needle, but I do like using this monofilament. And so this cute little earring can of course be a companion here. I just beaded this portion into a circle, added the little drop in the middle, added my wire guardian, which is of course from my stash, and added it all to an ear wire for, as I like to say, a nice coordinated set. And so I think that turned out really nicely, you guys. So that's number 5 in my series, number 4 and number 5 in my Give Me 5 series for my Dollar Bead box. We have here our pink necklace, all right, and its companion earrings here, and its companion earrings here. And we have, of course, this cute little bracelet here, these dangle earrings in purple, and our memory wire bangle, which I'm really excited about. I think that looks cute. I'd like those together. So yeah, guys, that's it for me as far as my contributions this month on my Give Me 5 from my Dollar Bead Box series. What do you think? I think they turned out nice, and I'm excited about trying to come up with ideas for using the Dollar Bead Box. In our subscription note this month, they said that they were working on, let me read it. It says, in the coming months, we will be getting new items here, launching new social media platforms, and exploring new avenues to help us enhance your Dollar Bead Club experience. As always, we love hearing from you and seeing all the beautiful things. So clearly, they're anticipating some changes to how we experience the Dollar Bead Box, and I'm looking forward to it, you guys. So again, that's it for me. If you are new to my channel, consider subscribing. Like, comment, let your friends know what's going on. Come back and see me sometime. For those of you who join me every time, welcome back. Again, tell me what you think about these creations. What do you think about Dollar Bead Box? What has been your experience with Dollar Bead Box? And as always, I appreciate every welcome, every word of encouragement, every laugh, every, heart emoji and smiley face. And it's great, you guys. I'm really enjoying being a part of the community. And so, as always, thank you, and thank you again. Happy holidays, and have a great day. FYI, guys, on a side note, if you like this bracelet is an example of that 50-gram check mix with the Japanese seed beads that Dollar Bead Box offers, usually from anywhere from about, I think, $3, $4, or $5. So if you've ever been curious to what those beads look like, I really like this these bead mix, because you get all different types of shapes and sizes and finishes. Some are faceted, some are round. This particular group of beads is the black with mixed metals, and so most of these beads came from the little 50-gram bag that they sent. Some of them are mine, and you may recognize this dragonfly from another bead subscription box, but essentially all of these came from the little 50-gram bag of check mix, 50-gram check mix with Japanese seed beads. This particular presentation is the black with mixed metals. So yeah, just something else to think about that Dollar Bead Box offers.